Hello everybody, Christopher East here, and in today's video I'm going to be covering Elimination and how I think it could be improved from its current situation. Now, do not get me wrong, Elimination is a mode I love and adore, and I play it quite a lot, to be honest. The only mode I play more than Elim is Shootout, and regular encounters of course, but like Shootout is just miles better for me, and that's personal preference, but Elim is very good, alright? I'm getting sidetracked. Elim is very good, alright? Don't misquote me on this, alright? Elim is the epitome of Vigor's gunplay being fun. I mean, a lot of people shit on Vigor's gunplay over and over and over again, but at the end of the day, what really brings a lot of us to this game is the fact that it has a pretty solid gunplay that's fun. It's rewarding. It's entertaining. At least for me, that is. Vigor's Elim allows you to play with a large group of friends and play really with only the gun side of Vigor. Much like a TDM match, it's very much kill-centric, which is not necessarily true about the base game. So, with all of that in mind, let's look at how Elim right now has a lot of issues. The biggest issue in Elim, and I can't really make a video about Elim without mentioning it, is, of course, servers. Servers in Elim are generally speaking going to be far worse than base game and a little bit worse than Shootout. Shootout servers are bad, but they're not on the level of Elim servers. This is really not a good thing. As I just said, Elim is a show of Vigor's gunplay and it's a team-based match. When you combine those two things plus lag, you get an unenjoyable, boring, frustrating experience. You know, it's never fun when you aim and shoot at somebody and they lag out of the way. Or you aim and shoot at somebody and it does no damage. Or you're trying to tell your teammates that somebody's rushing and the person that was rushing your teammate teleports behind your teammate and kills them, losing you the round. That's never fun. And until Vigor's Elim servers are fixed, this can never be a mode that attracts new players as I really think it could be. I really do see the possibility of people who only play Elim and come to Vigor to play Elim. Because, unlike everything else in Vigor, this thing is very kill-centric. But that's not possible until it has better servers. So moving on from the server issue, we also have the thing I just said. Well, if people are coming to Vigor to play Elim, they have to get something out of it. And while a lot of people will make the argument that Elim is very rewarding, currently looking at 2K experience if you top a match, 1K if you're in the medium, 500 if you're in the lower half, and 0 if you do nothing, it's pretty rewarding until you realize that a normal match that you do okay in is going to be averaging 2K XP anyway. At least for me. I normally average in a normal round 1 to 4K experience without even really trying. This becomes very problematic when, well, yes, you can sit and grind Elim unlimitedly all the way till the end of the battle pass. It's very much possible. Is it fun? No, it would take hundreds of matches that are just not worth it, to be honest. Elim, in my opinion, should have a higher gradient of XP. The current moment, I think it's right around 1K points get you 2K XP. If you just make more tiers above 2K, maybe a 3K, 4K, 5K tier, it would make Elim far more worth it for the average player. Not to mention that an Elim round is going to take around 8 to 10 minutes on average, while a normal encounter takes 10 to 12, and Shootout takes 10 on the dot. Sometimes a little less, maybe 9 to 10. When you consider all this, and you consider the fact that a normal encounter that lasts 12 minutes is going to be netting you between 6 to 7K XP, and Elim can only do 2, this becomes very problematic. When it comes to time management, Elim is just not optimistic. It's just not good. It's not optimized for XP grind. Now, you could make the argument, well, Elim isn't built to just give you Battle Pass XP. That's a fair argument. Then what is it built for? What's the point of playing Elim? And that gets into my next way I think we can improve the game. If we're not going to add more XP tiers to Elim, then let's add a specialty reward to Elim. Shootout crates are a bit much, and their reward is honestly a little bit overpowered at the current moment, and I do expect to see a future nerf on them. But maybe in Elim, when you finish the round, you get a specialty Elim crate, or maybe they add something like if you win 10 Elim matches, you get a badge that comes with a gun crate or something. I don't know. I'm not the Vigor devs, so I don't know really what's possible within the code. But here would be my most optimal suggestion if this was possible in the code. You play and win 10 Elim. Right, you add something that's a streak. If anyone's ever played Gambit in Destiny 2, you can have the win streak. If I win 5 Elim matches in a row, then I get a specialty item that's only available in Elim. Maybe a cosmetic. It would most likely be a cosmetic. If I win 4 rounds and then die, I get like a big crate. Win 3, 2, whatever it is, I get different amounts of rewards based off of how many times in a row I won. Maybe if the devs are willing, you could even add like a specialty XP bar for Elim, much like how Destiny 2 Gambit does, and I'm sorry if I keep quoting that game, but really I feel like that's the good comparison here. You could just add like a little thing that's like, maybe you get like 20 XP Elim if you win one round, and then 40 the next, and then maybe there's like tiers. I don't know what's possible with the devs. I just know you need to add something that's specific to Elim, or you need to change the XP. Either add more XP to make it worth playing, or add something that's only in Elim, something that gives you a reason to play Elim. Now, moving on from those things and back onto gameplay mechanics, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, that is team killing. Most likely in the background footage I provided. By the way, it took me 3 days to get background footage that was usable because of lag. Right now, lag on servers is horrible right now. But team killing is in almost every match. I did a poll, not a poll, I did a study. I played 100 Elim rounds right around November, and I found that on average 25% of rounds in total had team killers. That percentage has jumped up to a 57 in my newest, statistic collect. It's insane. I don't know why team killers are spiking so much. So devs, pull a Halo on us. I know that a lot of people are like, but it's realistic. Kid, you probably don't play Elim. Most people I've heard that have talked about, well, I want to keep damage in Elim, don't even play Elim. They don't. Because if they did, they would realize, well, no, this is an issue. Honestly, in Elim, what you need to add is maybe 1 to 2 bullets, maybe 3 to, maybe a little bit more, maybe 4 to 5, and then damage starts to reflect. And I'm not saying like the damage level where it's at now, because right now it's at like 3 kills, but you don't really have to get 3 kills. I can shoot all my teammates once and I still ruin the round for us. It needs to be a much lower level to stop team killing. Another issue in the book is if 2 people are team killing on the same team, right now the current system makes it incredibly hard to get both kicked out. If you were to change it to just reflect damage, this wouldn't be a problem. Because no matter how many people there are, if they start shooting at each other, damage is going to start reflecting pretty soon. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion when it comes to team killing. The next issue is map variation. We need more Elim maps. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, as I do in the future intend to make a full video talking about what maps could be added to Elim. We just need more Elim maps. It gets really boring when you play as much Elim as I do, which is between 2 to 3 hours every day of Elim. Just seeing the same map over and over and over again, it really gets annoying because there's not many Elim maps. There's 5 in total, if I'm remembering correctly. Add more would really improve the game greatly. Next issue is weapon loadouts. Some loadouts are just strange. I know everyone's going to go to the crossbow. The crossbow, I think, is actually a fine loadout. It's a fun round when it rolls around. My quotation is going to be on the silver pigeon rounds. Like, really, right now, shotguns are not in a good enough state to have a round where you only use them and then pair it with a pistol that isn't very strong. If the shotguns were paired with, like, a PSS or maybe an Uzi, it would be a fine round because there'd still be a usable weapon on the table. Like, think Mosin rounds with PSS. Mosins are amazing guns, don't get me wrong, but people who don't like Mosins can use the PSS. I really just think they should change up some of the shotgun loadouts. Really are just strange. I feel like they should add more guns. Really, I want more MMGs. I want the KK-62. I want the PKM. Really, and just, I don't really see a reason why not every gun in the game is in Elim. Same is true with shootout. Really, every gun in the game should be in these modes. There are people who like even the strangest weapons in the game. It's just kind of not fair to them who might want to play with our favorite gun in Elim. I don't know. But those were all my suggestions. Maybe you disagreed with a couple. Hopefully you didn't disagree with too many, though. This has been Christopher Beast, and I'll see you all next time.